Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your credit score has dropped so low that no bank, no lender, and no landlord wants to take a chance on you. You feel trapped. But what if I told you that rebuilding your credit isn't just possible? It's actually predictable if you follow the right steps. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to rebuild your credit from the ground up, even if you've hit rock bottom. Number 1. Understand what's hurting your credit. Before you can rebuild anything, you need to understand what broke it. Think of your credit score like your financial report card. It's made up of 5 major parts: payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and credit mix. Payment history alone makes up about 35% of your score. That means even one missed payment can hurt more than you think. So the first step is to check your credit report for mistakes or negative marks. You can get a free copy from annualcreditreport.com. Look for old collections, incorrect late payments, or accounts you don't recognize. If you find errors, dispute them right away with the credit bureau. Removing even one negative mark can boost your score faster than months of good behavior. Example: if you find a collection listed twice by accident, disputing it could raise your score by 20 or 30 points almost instantly. Number 2. Start paying everything on time. This might sound simple, but it's the foundation of good credit. Every time you pay a bill late, your lender reports it, and your score takes a hit. Even being 30 days late can stay on your report for 7 years. To fix this, automate your payments. Set reminders or use autopay for at least the minimum amount due. If you can't pay everything on time, contact your lender and explain. Many companies offer hardship plans or can change your due date to match your paycheck schedule. Example: let's say your credit card payment is due on the 15th, but you get paid on the 20th. Ask your bank to move the due date. This small change can stop late payments for good. Number 3. Tackle outstanding debts. Outstanding balances, especially on credit cards, can weigh down your score. A good rule is to keep your credit utilization below 30%. That means if your credit limit is $1,000, don't use more than $300 at a time. If your cards are maxed out, focus on paying down one card first. Some people use the snowball method. Pay off the smallest balance first for motivation. Others prefer the avalanche method. Pay off the highest interest rate first to save money. Either way, consistency wins. Even paying $50 extra each month can speed up your progress dramatically. Number 4. Add positive credit accounts. When you've had credit issues, lenders see you as risky. To rebuild trust, you need new positive data. Start with a secured credit card. You'll deposit a small amount, usually between $200 and $500, which becomes your credit limit. Use it for small purchases like gas or groceries, and pay it off in full each month. Within 6 months, this can start boosting your score. You can also consider a credit builder loan from a local credit union or online bank. Instead of giving you money up front, they hold it in an account while you make payments. Once it's paid off, you get the money back, plus a better credit history. Example: someone with no credit can go from a score of 520 to 670 in under a year using just a secured card and credit builder loan responsibly. Number 5. Become an authorized user. Here's a little-known hack. If a family member or friend with great credit adds you as an authorized user on their credit card, their positive history can help lift your score. You don't even need to use the card. Just being linked to it can help, as long as they keep their payments on time and balances low. Example: if your sister has a 10-year-old credit card with perfect payment history, being added to it can instantly increase your credit age and boost your score by dozens of points. Just make sure you trust the person completely. If they miss a payment, it can hurt your score too. Number 6. Keep old accounts open. Many people close their old credit cards once they're paid off. Big mistake. The length of your credit history makes up 15% of your credit score. The older your accounts, the better. If you have an old card you don't use, keep it open and charge something small once every few months to keep it active. You can even set a recurring subscription like Netflix or Spotify to it and automate the payment. That simple move keeps your credit age long and your score stable. Number 7. Don't apply for too much new credit. Every time you apply for a loan or a credit card, a hard inquiry appears on your credit report. 1 or 2 inquiries aren't a big deal, but several within a short time can make lenders nervous. They'll think you're desperate for money, which lowers your score slightly and may cause rejections. Apply only when necessary, and spread out applications at least 6 months apart. Example: if you apply for 3 credit cards in 1 week, your score might drop by 10 to 15 points. But if you wait 6 months between each, the impact is minimal. Number 8. Handle collections the smart way. If you have old collections, don't panic. The key is to deal with them strategically. Contact the collection agency and negotiate. Ask for a pay-for-delete agreement, meaning they'll remove the account once you pay. Get it in writing before paying anything. If they refuse, paying it still helps your credit over time because it shows you took responsibility. And here's something many don't know. Medical collections under $500 are now often removed from credit reports after being paid, thanks to new rules. So even small steps can make a big difference. Number 9. Build healthy credit habits for life. Rebuilding credit isn't just about fixing mistakes. It's about creating habits that keep your score high forever. Always pay on time. Keep balances low. Review your report every few months. And don't forget, your credit score isn't just a number. It's your financial reputation. Example: let's say you rebuild from a score of 550 to 720. That improvement could mean thousands of dollars saved on interest when you buy a car or home. A strong credit score can even help you qualify for better insurance rates or rental deals. It's worth protecting. Number 10. Be patient and consistent. Rebuilding credit takes time. There's no overnight fix. But the good news is, credit scores reward consistency. With steady effort, most people can see noticeable improvement within 3 to 6 months and major gains within a year. Think of it like planting a tree. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is today. The earlier you begin, the faster your score will recover. Example: a man with a 500 score after bankruptcy followed these steps. Checked his reports, used a secured card, kept balances low, and paid on time. Within 18 months, his score hit 720. He even qualified for a mortgage after 2 years. So don't lose hope. Your financial comeback is just a matter of time and consistency. Number 11. Protect your credit from future damage. Once your score starts climbing, guard it carefully. Identity theft and fraud can ruin your progress overnight. Use free tools like Credit Karma or Experian to monitor your score regularly. Set up alerts for new accounts or hard inquiries. If you ever lose your wallet or suspect fraud, freeze your credit right away. It's free and reversible. And remember, credit isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Number 12. The secret to long-term success. Here's the part most people overlook. The secret to lasting credit success isn't just paying bills. It's changing how you think about money. Credit doesn't reward quick wins. It rewards discipline. Every on-time payment, every low balance, every smart choice adds up. Over time, your credit history becomes proof that you're trustworthy. And once you reach that point, lenders will chase you, not the other way around. Number 13. Use rent payments to boost credit. Most people don't realize that rent payments can actually help build credit. Normally, rent doesn't show up on your credit report unless you use a rent reporting service. Platforms like Self, Rent Track, or Experian Boost can add your on-time rent payments to your credit file. This is huge because it adds consistent, positive payment history, one of the biggest factors in your score. Example: if you've been paying $1,200 in rent every month for years, adding that data can show lenders that you're reliable, even if you've never had a credit card. Number 14. Pay utility and phone bills strategically. Just like rent, most utility and phone payments don't automatically report to credit bureaus. But missed payments can still go to collections and damage your score. To turn this around, use tools like Experian Boost, which allows you to add utility, cell phone, and even streaming service payments to your credit report. This simple move can raise your score by 10 to 20 points almost instantly if you've been paying on time. Example: a user with a 600 credit score added their phone and internet payments through Experian Boost and saw an increase to 625 within a month. Number 15. Diversify your credit mix. Credit bureaus like to see that you can handle different types of credit responsibly. That means having a combination of revolving credit, like credit cards and installment loans, like car loans or personal loans. If you only have one type, consider adding another small, manageable account to improve your mix. Example: if you only have a credit card, a small personal loan from a local bank can help round out your profile and demonstrate reliability. Number 16. Keep credit card balances low throughout the month. Most people think their balance only matters on the due date, but that's not true. Credit card issuers report your balance at different times, often before your payment is even due. If your balance is high when it's reported, your utilization ratio looks bad, even if you pay it off later. To fix this, make smaller payments multiple times a month to keep your balance low at all times. Example: if your credit limit is $1,000, try to keep your balance under $300 by paying down mid-cycle. This keeps your utilization healthy and your score climbing. Number 17. Avoid co-signing loans. It might feel good to help a friend or family member by co-signing their loan, but it's risky for your credit. If they miss even one payment, it affects your report just like it's your own loan. And if they default, you're legally responsible for the full balance. Until your own credit is fully rebuilt, protect it by avoiding co-signing altogether. Example: a woman co-signed her friend's auto loan, and when he missed payments, her score dropped over 70 points even though she didn't drive the car once. Number 18. Negotiate to remove late payments. If you've been a loyal customer with only one or two late payments, sometimes lenders are willing to forgive them. This is called a goodwill adjustment. Simply call or write to your lender explaining the situation politely, especially if you've made consistent on-time payments since. Example: a borrower who missed a credit card payment due to illness asked for a goodwill removal, and the lender agreed. Her score jumped by 40 points once it was deleted. Kindness and consistency can go a long way. Number 19. Set up credit alerts and freeze and used credit files. Protecting your progress is just as important as building it. Set up free alerts to notify you if someone opens an account in your name. You can also freeze your credit reports when you're not applying for loans. This prevents identity thieves from opening new accounts. It's free to do with all three major bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Example: one man froze his credit reports after noticing a suspicious alert. That move stopped a scammer from opening a credit card in his name, saving his score from another drop. Number 20. Ask for a credit limit increase. Once you've been making on-time payments for a few months, call your credit card company and ask for a higher limit. This can lower your utilization ratio instantly, even if you don't spend $1 more. Just make sure not to start spending up to the new limit. It's meant to help your ratio, not your shopping habits. Example: a cardholder with a $1,000 limit got an increase to $2,000 after 6 months of on-time payments. Their utilization dropped by half overnight, giving their credit score a healthy boost. Number 21. Use a secured loan to build trust. If you don't qualify for a traditional loan, a secured loan is a great alternative. You deposit money, usually a few $100s, and the bank lends that same amount to you. You make monthly payments, and when it's paid off, you get your deposit back. It's a safe, low-risk way to show lenders you can manage credit responsibly. Example: after 6 months of on-time payments on a secured loan, a borrower's score improved from 560 to 640, making them eligible for an auto loan with better rates. Number 22. Keep checking your credit report regularly. Credit mistakes happen more often than you think. From identity theft to outdated information, small errors can cost you points. Check your credit report every few months, especially before applying for a loan or mortgage. Use free services or rotate between the three bureaus so you get a new report every 4 months. Catching errors early means fixing problems before they turn into major damage. Example: a user noticed an old paid collection still listed as unpaid. After disputing it, the account was removed, and their score jumped by 35 points. Number 23. Learn how credit scores work. Knowledge really is power when it comes to credit. The more you understand how your score is calculated, the smarter your financial choices become. Payment history, utilization, credit age, mix, and inquiries all play roles, but not equally. Understanding these factors helps you focus your energy on what matters most. Example: A person who thought opening more cards would help learned that paying down existing balances had a far bigger impact. Within 3 months, their score improved faster than expected. Picture this. A year from now, you check your credit score and it's higher than it's ever been. You qualify for the best rates, you sleep better at night, and you finally feel in control again. That's what rebuilding your credit can do. It gives you freedom. So, what's stopping you from starting today? What's one small step you can take right now to begin rebuilding your credit? Share it in the comments.